In the beginning, when the Liebeses showed up, I think it was 2001, it was quite a surprise to have rabbis from Lakewood in the neighborhood.
It was really amazing having someone who was learned and welcoming, someone who was open-minded towards everyone's different levels.
I do remember him as a very young and enthusiastic rabbi who made things interesting to listen to, and gave me a feeling of wanting to be more involved.
You know, when we first joined together, I'm not sure any of us knew really what was going to be, how it was going to turn out. What really grew this community at the beginning in a real big way is his persistence. Some would say nudging.
He would ask, so how about lunch this week? How about lunch this week? And my answer was always, no, I didn't want to have anything to do with it. He kept at it. He kept at it nonstop. And finally, I agreed to a lunch. And that was when I first really met Rabbi Liebes.
One of the beautiful things he brought here to Marlborough was that everybody felt that the Torah became relatable. He was able to explain it to everybody, everybody understood what he was saying, and it was very meaningful to everybody.
I've never had relationships with rabbis growing up. I was really not involved in Judaism to any great degree, if at all.
So I first met Rabbi Liebes when I was a baby, and then he's been with our family ever since. And I've been learning with my dad every Wednesday with him.
My husband always enjoyed learning with him, and my son was initially so hesitant to get involved in the learning, but once he did, I mean, weekly, he looked forward to it.
He was there for me growing up right after my bat mitzvah years, being in a secular school and trying to figure out where I was going to go religiously and keeping my Jewish life alive.
I was enthusiastic about learning, and I was enthusiastic about, finding out where I came from and what it was all about and what it meant. And Rabbi Liebes helped me along in that path.
The amount of lives that he touched and his entire family, and again, I will stress, his kids also were unbelievable at what they did, but the entire family touched, the amount of people that keep more Torah, more mitzvahs, more dedicated to Judaism, putting on tefillin, keeping Shabbos, learning Torah in every way, he affected more people in 13, 14 years than many do in a lifetime.
Rabbi Liebes and his family were an unbelievable support to our family. We had some hard times throughout the years.
Rabbi Liebes also came over and koshered our kitchen, which was an experience. After all the boiling water pouring all over the counters, I was almost ready to pour some boiling water on Rabbi Liebes. But it was a great learning experience for all of us.
So I probably attended, over 12 or 13 years, maybe as many as 1,000 classes with Rabbi Liebes several times a week. He taught us from the most detailed things to very interesting concepts about Judaism. What is the purpose of a Jew in this world?
One of my fondest memories of Rabbi Liebes is several years ago, after many years prior, going with me to get my first set of tefillin that I never had. A couple of years ago, he went with me and my son at his bar mitzvah to get his first set of tefillin. I think that was a very special memory.
It's unbelievable, 14 years working with the same guy and living back to back with him. And it wasn't like, okay, you go home from work and that's it. His kids were in my house, my kids were in his house, our wives were friends.
This house behind me has been my home for 14 years, and it still is my home sometimes, although the current residents don't know that. But it's been great.
I was very happy that my family was close with them because my kids had a great example of what it means to be Jewish and happy about it, and everything's great. And we're going to miss them a lot.
Esti and Adina and Bela, they were like sisters. They were like sisters who are close as sisters. They fought like sisters. But to this day, my kids miss Bela very much. Our entire families are very close.
We miss the Liebeses, we miss Bela, we miss having them here, we miss hanging out with them.
So Yosef was like an older brother here. I had no brothers. He would play basketball, talk Yankees, go to learning programs, different stuff. It was very nice having him here.
Having a best friend right next door to us, we really miss the Liebeses.
Myself and all the Liebes children are really blessed, and we're truly thankful for the position we were in. I mean, although I know my parents were the ones teaching and educating over here, I think we all feel like we were also taught and educated by the community as a whole.
Liebes' parents, Malki's parents, the Rebbitzins' parents, such wonderful people. And getting to know them was a very special relationship for me.
Rabbi Liebes' parents coming up from Baltimore periodically. You can begin to see where Rabbi Liebes begins to get some of his traits from his father, from his mother, that outgoing personality of his mother. She was always there speaking to my wife about anything that came up in the conversation.
Well, I always enjoyed all the extended family that used to come over for holidays. I always felt something special with Rabbi Liebes' mother.
They were very much part of the community here as well. Examples of beautiful Jewish families, and you see where their roots were from.
There's a side to Rabbi Liebes that's funny. He is funny, he has a great sense of humor, he loves to laugh, he loves to enjoy himself, as many of the Purims have shown us.
He's the perfect straight man. You can have conversations with him and all of a sudden he'll just ask a question out of the blue and you're like, where did that come from?
Always has a smile on his face. Everything is always good.
Rabbi Liebes is the most authentic guy that I know. He is the quintessential mensch.
He's totally perfectly groomed. He's got that chiseled chin. He's got the perfectly groomed beard. I mean, he's there. He is the Lakewood guy.
I think the future of Torah Links in Marlboro is really bright, not only because of the current rabbis, but thanks to my father, my mother, and what they put into this community. It gave people the start that they needed to grow.
They were the beginning building blocks to this shul, to the community when we started out in the garage. But look at us, we've grown and we're continuing to grow. We're strong and we'll get stronger and we'll keep building.
The reason that I am so confident that we could take this community and even grow it even further and further is because of the building blocks that we had by working together with the Liebes family.
The community's left very, very much in good hands, but it wouldn't be what it is today without all the vision and all the hard work that the Liebes has put into building the community.
This continues to flourish. It continues to go forward. His handprints are on it. He molded it. He built it along with others and continues to grow.
Rabbi, thank you for everything you've done for me personally and our family, and we really miss you.
Really instilled the Jewish values into me, and I'm trying to bring them back to the family.
I honor Rabbi Liebes and his family every day in the things that I now do and the way that I think about things and my life experiences and the fact that my children will be better Jews and more informed Jews because of his relationship with us.
Rabbi Liebes, I can't even begin to thank you for what you've done for us and for our family. If not for you, and again, your tenacity, your perseverance, your constant push for getting me involved, to getting me to start learning, I don't know where we'd be. I don't know where my kids would be. I don't know where my family would be today. I mean, even now, we're left with the likes of Rabbi Oritz. But nonetheless, to your credit, it's going to continue.
We truly would like to thank the Liebes family for all their many years of hard work and hospitality, sharing their love of Torah with us.
There's always going to be a little bit of Rabbi Liebes and his family here in the community. They could be far away physically, but here in the community is always going to be part of Rabbi Liebes.
Rabbi Liebes, you sure you don't want to join us again? We'd love to have you back.
The door's always open.
Thank you, Mom and Dad, for starting such a great community. It's amazing, and that's why I love it here, and I still come back all the time.
The greatest thing that we can do, and I know the greatest thing that we will do, is continue growing our community in a way that for many, many years to come, Rabbi Liebes and his family will be enjoying the peiros, the fruits of all they put in all these years.